What's up guys, this is Balazs from RacingBrick. After all the Tumblers released recently, I'm sure you saw my video about them. If you didn't, then the link is in the top right corner. So, after all these, I was really not expecting yet another flood of Batman sets. But it happened on Friday. A bunch of them simply popped up on LEGO.com. All these are related to the Batman movie coming next year. I won't go into the details about these. There's one particular set that can be pretty interesting for us, the 42127 Technic Batmobile. Yes, this is a first, we get a Technic Batmobile. But I have to tell you at the very beginning, it's not really a Technic Batmobile. More about this in a minute. Let's see the numbers first. It's a 10 plus set and it has 1360 pieces. About the availability, apparently there's a huge difference between the US and the rest of the world. In the US you can already pre-order it and it will be shipped on the 1st of November. There's no pre-order anywhere else I checked and it will be only available from the 1st of January 2022. I added all the links to my blog post. One thing for sure, if it arrives on time, then you can expect a review from me on the 29th of October. The price is 99.99 euros or dollars, but I suggest to check lego.com for your local pricing as it might be different. So, the piece count is very similar to the Ford F-150 Raptor, but what are the dimensions? It's 45 centimeters long, flames included, and 17 centimeters wide. This means the size and the proportions are similar to the Ford and the Dom's Dodge Charger. It's definitely smaller than the Ferrari 488. Which Batmobile is this exactly, by the way? Well, the one we did not really see yet. It will be the star of the Batman movie coming next year. I put the movie trailer in my blog post for you. The link can be found at the usual places. I would say the overall look is not bad. It is a very unusual, generic muscle car based Batmobile in the movie, so that shape is more or less captured in Lego form. One definitely weird detail is this panel overlapping the fender piece from the Ferrari 488. If you check the trailer, the real car has big wide wheel arches, but also a very sharp edge on top. I guess they wanted to represent that without making yet another new fender piece. Let's wait for the real deal to judge whether it worked or not. The rear has much more going on. We have a huge V8, flames, lights, pretty promising. Yeah, lights. There are two light bricks in the model. These are fairly common in non-Technic sets, but I don't think I've ever seen them being used in Technic. There's a red one that adds glow to the engine at the rear. That has transparent engine blocks, by the way. The new engine blocks without a slot did not have yet a transparent version. The old one with the slot had it, but the last set released with it was the quad bike from 2006. So it's a cool piece being reintroduced. Nice move. The other light brick is yellow and it's at the front, adding glow to the grille and the hood. Other new pieces? Well, the fender piece is definitely new in black. This is very good news. Let's hope there will be other Batman vehicles coming, so other mudguard panels will be also released in black. Not exactly new in black, since the McLaren Senna had it, but we get a lot of these small curved panels. I counted at least 11, so it's good news if you want to use them. Tires are definitely not new. Front ones are similar to the ones you see on Dom's Charger. Rear ones are the size of the tires on the Porsche 911 RSR. The size difference between them is very visible on this photo on the back of the box. What features can we expect? Well, it has hand-off gut steering on the top. According to the latest trends, it is easily removable. You can play with it or remove it for display. It has opening doors and hood. The rear differential is connected to the engine, and it will also drive the spinning flames at the rear. And we have the lights, of course, on both ends. The interior has some details, although mostly with stickers, but it looks nice as well. So far it's pretty cool, actually more than the Ferrari 488 could offer for a significantly higher price. There's one missing key feature, at least I don't think the car will have it, and it is the suspension. The text on lego.com does not mention it, and the wheels are simply too close to the wheel arches on the photos. Is it a bad thing? Well, of course it is, if you approach the set from a classic Technic perspective and if you want to see at least the basic features of a vehicle in the model. But remember the Ferrari 488 using the same fender pieces. To enable some suspension travel, it had to be funnily high. There was a decision made here, form over function, and I'm not sure this is really a bad thing. But that leads me to my statement from the beginning of the video. I don't think it should be treated as a Technic set. Sure, it uses mostly Technic pieces, but this is not really a classic Technic build. If you expect something like that with working functions and an authentic representation of the real vehicle, then you will be disappointed for sure. But I think Technic was used here mostly because it has much bigger panels and pieces than System, so a car at this scale can be built with far less pieces than a Creator Expert one, and with a more favorable price tag. Just take a look at the Porsche 911 that has more pieces, 30% higher price, and yet it's way smaller than the Technic versions. It is very similar to Dom's Charger, but it's even one step further from the Technic team. And as I am looking at the photos, this is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm sure kids will love it. It will have an impressive size for the price, it will glow, with the spinning flames and all. I only wish it was released under another label. Maybe LEGO should reintroduce the Racers theme. That was a very mixed bag anyway, with lots of different vehicles, would be a nice fit. The price is okay, I think. We get way more pieces than we got with Dom's Charger, and for the same price. But the final verdict will obviously come when I will have a chance to build it and observe it in details. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm sure this one will be yet another divisive set. You can also take a closer look at the photos available at lego.com and let me know if you find something interesting that I missed. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. I also suggest to subscribe with notifications turned on. My full detailed building review is coming in 3 weeks and you really don't want to miss that. See you next time, bye bye.